How to approach women in public without being creepy. So many guys struggle with finding the courage to talk to women in the first place. When they do, they still feel like they're being creepy. And fair enough, lots of women also say that men are actually creepy when they approach women. Not all, but we will find out today what makes it creepy to approach and how you can change that so you can approach any woman in public without being creepy. The first thing you gotta do if you really want to stop being creepy and approach any woman in public successfully is to stop watching. Why that? Because when you watch, you can't even help but objectify the women that you look at as a sex object, and they feel how creepy, unhonoring and unsafe that feels to them, lustfully staring at their body and not even realizing that she's a soul, she's a human being, she has emotions. Getting that out of the way, stopping to watch porn. Here under this video you can find a free resource from me on how you can become fully porn-free. It will make a big difference. Next, if you want to approach any woman in public without being creepy, you have to stop creeping around her. Stop staring at her and waiting for the perfect moment, thinking of a pickup line or whatever you're gonna say to her. Stop creeping around her and just approach her right away in the first few seconds, authentically, when you feel the intention, the inspiration to go talk to her for the first time, or leave it and go about your day. But don't hang around her, waiting around the corner, staring and looking. She feels that, and that is creepy. That quite literally is how it looks like in some movies when someone wants to go and kidnap a woman or something. That is creepy. So stop creeping around her and approach her right away, and don't allow yourself to linger around. If you don't bring up the courage or you don't fully feel you want to go talk to her, then go about your day. If you want to learn everything about attracting women, approaching women, leading, fulfilling, satisfying relationships and intimacy, then subscribe to this channel and hit the like button so I know to make more content like this for you. Super important point, be emotionally intelligent and aware of her situation. You're aware of what's happening in the room, you're aware if she's interacting with friends, if she's on the phone, and all that is not fuel for your excuses to not go talk to her, but you include that in your authentic approach. When she's with her friends and you go up to talk to the whole group, for example, how I met my beautiful fiance, when she was on the beach, I talked to a group with a guy there and another girl, and I just honestly approached the whole group. And then keep this key in mind. When you talk to the whole group, you want to, for sure, stay honest with your intention. You don't want to just deflect your intention and just pretend you're just a nice guy, trying to talk to him, trying to randomly socialize. You can open the whole group, and that makes sense, being aware of that, right? So also you have the other people on the group on your side, having an actually interesting conversation for a moment, and then still being honest and direct to her. Hey, actually, I came up to you, for example, because I thought you were really cute. That's what I said to her, because that was authentic for me in the moment. Of course, say what's authentic for you in the moment. Being emotionally intelligent. What I will share with you next will make all the previous points that I mentioned so much easier to be like this. Getting out of your head and actually being present in your body in the present moment. Having awareness in your balls and awareness in your heart. This will make it so much easier to not get stuck up in overthinking and trying to find the next thing or right thing to say or waiting for the perfect moment, because you are not in the moment when you're in your head. You're in the past or in the future, but when you're in your body, when you are grounded in the moment, and more on that later, then you will be able to be so much more authentic, and actually she will feel that you're not creepy because you are with her. You are not stuck up here having a conversation with yourself, pretending that you're having a conversation with her, but mostly you're stuck in the head. No, you stop there, you get out of your head, and you actually connect with her through authentic sexual polarity and emotional awareness. You are approaching her with an intention that is so honest and so clear that you could tattoo it over your chest and walk up to her without a shirt and approach her like that. Because what's so creepy about most guys is they have some cringe intention, or most of the time not even being aware of what their real intention is to talk to the girl. And then if they're not aware of it, or their intention is like they mostly are, than it is to try to get something from the woman, to try to get sex, to try to get approval, to try to get her to like you. All that is fucking bullshit, and you can completely let go of that and actually honestly sit down with yourself right here after this video and write down what's actually your sincere, honorable intention on approaching women. And once that is sorted out in yourself, you know, that's some inner work, which we focus on a lot here, and that's the real way to approach a woman in a way that's actually attractive, that is not creepy. Here's the next key point. Stop seeking approval or validation from her. You gotta sort this out in yourself to build our self-worth, to build self-confidence that's deeply rooted, to find ways to fill our own cup in a healthy way, healing this wound of being a people pleaser, nice guy, trying to get validation and approval from other people and from women. So once you sort this out, you do not seek this on the outside anymore because your cup is full. And that is really letting go of this creepy thing. Most guys, like little boys, insecure, even when they are built body and projecting fake confidence, still little insecure boys that are trying to get some validation from the woman, that it's okay that they approach them, or to trying to get approval that they're good enough. Sort this out in yourself, brother, and you will never have to deal with being creepy when you approach women in public, especially when you cover all the other points in this video. I got two more for you, and these ones are absolute key. You cannot leave them out, especially not the last one. The next one is let go of your attachment to the outcome of the approach. Because when you approach women in public and you don't want to be creepy, when you're in your head already projecting how you're gonna have a family or how you're gonna have sex with her already, this is so far from being in the moment and being connected, and you attach that this approach has to be good, it has to work out, otherwise means something so horrible about yourself if this wouldn't work out. So stop attaching yourself to the outcome if this approach is gonna be anything, or if she's gonna tell you that she's actually married, that she's actually not available. That means nothing about you. Being aware of this tendency of the wounded masculine psyche to over-attach to the outcome of the approach, either because there's wobbly confidence and it's a need there to get this approval so you feel good about yourself, or you literally project that this woman, it has to work out with her. Let that go and you will be so much more free and not creepy anymore when you approach women in public. And the last point is be and stay grounded presence when you are approaching a woman. What does that mean? Most guys, like I said, they're stuck in their head. They're not actually present. They're in the past or in the future. When you are actually in your body, when you are actually connected with your balls, with your heart, with your body, you're emotionally aware of what's happening in your own system. You're aware of her situation. You actually have emotional awareness, feeling how her body language communicates to you, not just being in your head, reading books about it and trying to analyze in your head, actually being present with it and reading that through emotional awareness in the moment allows you to stay present. And also it's completely normal when you approach a woman in public that there's some arousal in the system. There's some, ooh, this takes some courage, this wakes me up right now to actually talk to her. That's fine. And just being with that. And if you feel that during the interaction when you're already talking to her, that she gets a bit nervous or insecure during the approach as well, don't let that unsettle you. Stay grounded presence. Breathe, relax, and let it be as it is. And if there's a pause in the conversation, lean into it, relax into it and own it. Don't become awkward and think about, oh my God, what I'm gonna say next. Just own the situation, own the moment, own your intention, your honest intention that you felt attraction or feel attraction to this woman, and with respect, not as a sex object, but connected the sexual desire with your heart. And that is how you can approach any woman in public without being creepy.